Welcome, welcome, welcome. My favorite people in all the world. It's you who joined to spend your time with me. Let's wait for our one person to come in because you got a notification. We have a subscriber that gets a notification, clicks on it, comes in, watches me for 5 seconds, and then leaves. It's October 10th, 2023, season 2, episode 26 of the Filet de Blanc podcast. And I don't even know if this is a podcast. If it is, let me know. If not, I don't care. Make sure to like and dislike all of my videos so everyone can watch me and we could share this love with the world. Trevor Noah is talking about a podcast. Failed recording artist and typecast actress Chrissy Metz, former actress, because now I guess she's writing children's book, which, trust me, 10-year-olds can write children's books in like one day. It's not that hard. But she made an album which shows extra laziness because now you're not even writing. You're just talking about a kid and a kangaroo becoming best friends over a jolly jaunt in the park. And Dr. Gail Saltz gives advice on managing mental health. So I'm sure 99% of you are struggling through mental health and you don't even have relationships. So maybe you might want to slide in her DM, see if Gail Saltz wants to put a little pepper on your anticucho, which is Spanish for a skewer, like a stick, like a satay, which is Indian, red dot, not feather. It's a skewer with meat, satay, anticucho, skewer, kebab. They're all the same thing. Look, we all speak the same language, but we speak different languages. Put that on a t-shirt. So let's get started with the show. Enjoy it and make sure to like and subscribe. And Kelly's wearing a shirt that I've seen her wear at least 4 times before. So she definitely isn't one that feels like she has to wear different stuff. So she wears the same stuff, but who knows what she's doing with her money? Probably financing her children's alleged drug-induced lifestyles. Of course, that's what other people are saying. I vehemently disagree, but a lot of people are saying a lot of people, and I disagree, and I pop a jerky on those people. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn or your plant-based salty snack, and let's enjoy the show together with you, my favorite members of the Filet de Blanc crew. Where I'm making t-shirts and coffee mugs for you. Stay tuned. 14. Make sure to check into my OnlyFans and like the subscribe button.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, recording artist and actor Chrissy Metz.
She does neither of those anymore, by the way.
World Mental Health Day. Tips for maintaining productive relationships. Also, the co-hosts check in with the viewers when they open up the inbox. All this online. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Marcus Lola.
Good morning, Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. It is fall. It feels like fall. You know, I can tell when you go outside and you're hailing a cab and you're looking downtown or looking towards the sun's lower.
Oh,
It's
yes.
right in your eyes.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's the telltale sign.
If you travel in from, say, New Jersey, any people come in from New Jersey? Okay, so you know when you were coming in over the bridge, the sun was right in your eyeballs. You probably had you were probably stuck in traffic. I don't know that I would do this for you. I don't know that I would go to so much work to see. I'm happy to see you, but on my turf.
Let's get to this first. Did anybody win?
No, I'm here. Am I here today? So as you know, I didn't win the Powerball jackpot last night. I know. Literally, that's my new ringtone.
All right, what's it up to now?
$1.73 billion with a
dollars. That's a lot of money. What's the payout on that? Government, do you know?
You mean after taxes and the one time?
Yeah, 800 million?
No, it probably is in that article. It's a lot, though.
It's actually
plenty. It's over
oddly
$1 billion.
not in this article.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, wait.
It's usually
Estimated, okay. cash value of $756.6 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which we can all agree is not that much.
Not compared.
When you think about $1.73 billion, taxes, lump sum payout, like, do you have to take that much?
You could do the monthly, but it's not that great.
You're not going to live that long.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think you'll be all right either way.
Hey, do you like to look at the leaves?
You know I do.
I know.
You
And we always miss it.
we miss the foliage.
We miss the foliage.
No matter where we
It's
are.
happening now.
Where?
Everywhere. Mainly in the north. Here's a fall foliage prediction.
Foliage prediction map.
English is his second
It
language.
is.
Like I remind everyone, I'm like, English?
Foliage. So the dark red, obviously, it's happened or it's done. Way up there, I guess that would be what, May?
No, that's like peak, right? Is that
It's a
peak?
little path.
A little past.
Peak.
Well, right now we're in the thick of it. We're gonna, and I was thinking, where could we go to take a nice little trip, a nice little road trip? We live next to Central Park.
I know.
We could just go there. Oh yeah, this is Vermont. Look at that.
I'm going to say
Isn't that
something.
pretty?
I would say Central Park is very below peak right now, beneath peak. I saw a singular tree that looked like it was turning colors.
Yeah, probably the next couple weeks. It's gonna happen fast.
Okay.
Did your dad make you rake leaves when you were a kid?
I think you know my dad. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes. I think you've met my dad.
So did my
what
dad.
do you think?
Yeah, so did my dad. We had to rake those leaves.
Yeah.
Some people in our neighborhood burned the leaves.
Right.
He never let us burn the leaves. So we would have to bag the leaves.
We didn't bag the leaves. We raked them and put them in a pile on, at the side of the property line on the where the curb was. It wasn't a sidewalk.
And then what would happen with it?
And then Scotty Silver and I would jump in the leaves.
You jumped in the leaves.
We would jump in the leaves and do all of that stuff that you did.
Was that really that fun? I never
at
wanted
the
to do
time
that.
we thought it was amazing,
Right.
but then we would be, we would get into trouble for making a mess and spreading the leaves back onto the lawn, and then we'd be re-raking the leaves again.
Right.
So ticks. We didn't think about ticks.
Right, yeah.
Ticks did not.
Wasn't a thing back
It wasn't a
Ticks
thing.
didn't even exist back
You
then.
just had a headache for months. You just didn't know what it was, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Your knees hurt, your arm hurt.
You
just got over it.
We didn't. I remember Mrs. Santor, our next door neighbor, had this huge vacant, behind her property. It was just a grove of trees. And so the leaves would fall there, and we would go back there and rake the leaves into the shape of apartment buildings.
Yes.
And so we would make our own apartments and have leave apartments. I mean, it was just sort of like I don't know what I would call it, a blueprint of a flat, like a blueprint. But Scotty would be like, "Oh, this is the foyer."
Wow, you guys, foyer.
Right. Foyer.
How
Maybe
old were you?
call it a foyer. Foyer.
Yeah.
The point is that here's what I'm saying, kids. We didn't have
iPads.
video games and iPads. We had sticks and leaves.
I remember we lived on the last street of our town. It was the city limit sign was just in my backyard. City limits.
Was it near the graveyard?
No, soybean fields, just acres and acres of soybean fields. We lived out in the country. It was beautiful. It was nice. And we did things like, when it got colder, like in October, November, we playing basketball, and your hands would get really cold.
Yeah.
And we were really, really cold. And so we decided to make a fire, my buddy and I.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we decided to make a fire.
Which buddy? You don't want to name
I don't want to name
You
names.
protect the innocent.
I'll protect the innocent.
Okay,
we went into my garage, and the house on the corner was vacant. It was for sale. Nobody was living there. I would mow the lawns in the summer just to make sure, but it was not. So nobody was living there. So I said, well, let's make a little fire on the backyard of it. No one's living there. We just make a little fire, warm up our hands, and we can continue to play basketball.
Right. Okay.
So I found this history project this castle I made out of cardboard. Actually, my dad made it. I didn't make it. I wasn't very crafty.
That's kind of amazing.
The last night, with the little knife and the thing and the paper towel things for the towers. And he's yelling at me, not yelling, but he's like scolding because when was this due? I said 2 weeks ago. It's due. That whole the night before stuff that your dad helps you with. And so
your dad helped you with.
Yeah,
my dad was like,
my dad helped.
You're on your own, kiddo.
And so I see that cardboard old history project. I grab that. We go onto the side of the house, away from my house, and we light it on fire. And we're just like warming our hands. And then the grass was dead because it's late fall, and it starts spreading a little bit. It starts going into a bigger fire. Yeah. And
infernoing.
Cars are driving by and they're like, is everything okay? We're like, everything's fine. And we're trying to put out the fire, step on it. I go and get a bucket and turn on the water. It's frozen, so there's no water. And so my buddy just gets like the top of a garbage can and puts out the fire.
Oh, thank God.
So a third of the lawn is gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the next week, I was playing catch with my dad.
Okay.
And I throw one deep.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The ball goes into the yard.
No.
And my dad said, Mark?
Right away.
Yeah. I said, what's going on? He said, come over here. Look at this. And he's like, this lawn is burned. You know what happened? I said, I do not know what happened. I don't know what happened. That's crazy. Somebody must have thrown a cigarette. One of those smokers must have thrown a cigarette out of the, But now Dad knows. Now Dad knows that I did that.
So you got rid of the evidence.
Of course
I thought for sure.
Oh no, we got rid of the evidence.
You would
left
behind.
No.
The project.
CIA stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Gone.
That's right.
He had the submark gene. He knew.
Yes.
He knew you were lying.
Yeah.
He knew you were lying.
Oh, he definitely knew.
He definitely knew.
He definitely knew. Yeah.
What would you have done if your kids had done that? Because you wouldn't have just.
Well, I would have.
I know you. First of all, you wouldn't have done their project for them. Second of all, you would not have accepted that. Do you know what happened here? No, I don't. You would have.
I know the answer to the questions before I ask them.
Yes, I know that. I know that about you.
Yeah, I would have played it out. I would have reeled them in. Yep.
Are you learning? Are you learning this? You listening? She doesn't want to be seen on camera, but I'm just looking at her right now. She's
Lola. Could you get stuff over on me, or was I a very good interrogator?
I could.
You could.
Like, what have you gotten over on Dad? Nothing you're willing to discuss.
Yeah, no.
Give her a t-shirt.
We should play Stump Mark with
She literally
Lola.
said to me,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. If I sit.
Who the hell is that?
They said to me, that's a great idea. If I sit in the audience, you're not going to put me on camera, right? I swear, I promise I won't, Lola.
Oh my God, that's Lola? I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, my first instinct was that, oh my God, dude, I swear to God, I thought that was like a 12-year-old girl with her dad. I don't know why. Is she short? Is she like 5'2" or something? Or is she slouched? I swear to God. I walked in from the toilet and I swear I saw this like teenage girl, maybe like 14 at the oldest. And I thought it was a 14-year-old girl with her dad. Oh, that's hilarious.
Sorry, Lola.
Okay.
That's not our daughter, Lola. That's a different
Lola.
That's a friend of hers also named Lola. So And you don't work out that much. You do work out, but you don't work outside. You don't work outside.
I work out in the
that
shower.
much. Like you don't typically
When I'm clickbaiting,
have an outdoor
click,
workout.
click, 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 click,
Right.
click, click.
No.
So this article does not affect you.
Okay.
And I also do not work out outside.
It is, I do enjoy it when it happens.
Well, they're saying if it rains
Yes.
and you're an outdoorsy kind of workout, or if you're going for a run, say, don't cancel the workout. A little rain is actually good for your workout, jogging, hiking, strength training.
Why?
Because if you move through these obstacles, it can be better for your mental health, your physical health, basic strength and conditioning. Being uncomfortable is important.
Yep.
For navigating slick, sloshy paths, agility, focus, strength and balance, all of these muscles that you don't usually
Makes
use.
sense. Yeah.
Like when you're sliding down a hill, say, and worried about fracturing a hip, say. That can fire up muscles that you didn't know you had.
See, if I had an outdoor workout scheduled and it even looked like it was going to rain,
Right.
I'm canceling. I'm canceling.
They're
I think it might
calling
rain.
for rain next week.
Yeah.
I think we should cancel
I think we should cancel that workout. Yeah. How much snow do you think we're going to get? You know how we used to look at the
Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
They say that the real indication would be how October snow collects in Siberia.
Oh.
Yes.
We have to go to Siberia to figure out what's happening. That's like if the butterfly flaps its wings in the Amazon.
The amount of
Something
the
happens
amount
where I
of
can't remember.
October snow across that vast Russia province, thousands of miles away, is the key to winter forecasts. So we'll know what in a couple weeks.
Yeah, mid-November they say. Yeah.
Oh, mid-November.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll
Report to know what happened with there, and then they'll predict what's happening here.
That was my dad. If the heat was on in the house and we would leave, if we would take too long to walk out the door without closing the door, he would always say, "What are you trying to heat Siberia?" It was taking more than 0.8 seconds to get out of the house
Siberia
and shut the
to
door.
us-
You were trying to heat Siberia.
Siberia to us as kids had such a crazy connotation. You know, like a prison camp in Siberia. We're going to send you to Siberia.
To me, it was just a place where I was obviously trying to heat. I didn't really think beyond, here I go again, trying to heat all of Siberia. Siberia could have been North Jersey for all I know. I wasn't really sure where it was. I just knew I was devoted to heating all of it.
Yeah, I'm that way with air conditioning. I do not like when people leave the door open and the air conditioner's on.
Oh, I know.
Or if there's mosquitoes outside.
I'm frequently accused of trying to air condition all
of Long Island.
Not Long Island, all of, I don't know, someplace, Hades. What are you trying to air condition Hades? Yes, honey, I'm trying to air condition Hades by walking through the door.
Yeah.
Should we go to the show?
We have a great show tonight.
All right, I'll save my thing.
You're saving this?
Definitive. I've got definitive news, but you're gonna have to wait for
Wait, I
tomorrow.
like this.
No,
I
you're
like
gonna have to wait. No.
Because I have opinions about this.
Well, you're gonna have to save them for tomorrow.
Okay.
That's too bad. Tough. Get over it. On today's show, Chrissy Metz is here.
Today is World Mental Health Day with Dr. Gail Saltz. We'll be here to share how we can maintain a healthier relationship.
Oh, okay, that's good. Is everybody ready to play their favorite game? Yes? It's time to play Hang on a second. I say this out of love. This is a Tuesday audience. That was a very lame stunt, Mark. Very lame.
I don't think it was that bad.
They phoned it in.
No.
This side didn't even say stuff. They were like, I don't know.
Good morning, Victoria Meldenberger from Vancouver, Washington, who watches the show on KATU. How you doing, Victoria?
I'm good. How are you?
Now, do you guys have a beef? You guys have beef with Vancouver, British Columbia?
No, we're south of there.
You're south of there. You guys are cool with them having the same name?
Oh, yes. I have actually been there myself.
Yeah, which one's better?
They're both equal.
Oh, you're such a
Are they
liar.
similar?
Liar.
No.
Okay.
Well, then how can
In
they
the
be both?
United States, we used to be the best 4th of July fireworks display on this side of Mississippi.
Yes.
But I guess it's phased out, so I kind of miss it.
They have a really good Canada Day firework display in
sure
Vancouver.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Been there a few times. You know, Victoria, it's a shame that you called in this week because next week I'm thinking about adding, because I get my cast off next week.
good. Oh, well, good for you. That's good news.
And so what I was going to do is
For
I'm
the
going to...
record, Mark has diagnosed himself with giving himself an extra week.
Thinking about adding, because I get my cast off next week.
Oh, well, good for you. That's
Oh, dude, I don't care about that.
Record, Mark has
God damn
diagnosed
it.
himself with giving himself an
Fucking shit.
Off next week.
Oh, I don't care about that shit.
good news.
And so what I was going to do is I'm
For the
going to...
record, Mark has diagnosed himself with giving himself an extra week of this
Yeah.
being on his way.
So next week I was talking to Gail, and maybe whoever, if they do stump me, I'm going to throw in my cast. America's, what do you think? I'm ready for that. Yeah.
What a giver you
I'm
are.
thinking about it. It's well, we're gonna leave it with the Band-Aid stuck to it. You can just put it up there next to your coffee cup.
What a shame for you,
I'm thinking
Victoria.
about doing that. I'm
you
thinking
fell
about
this
doing
week.
that. I don't know.
Oh,
Victoria, you know how this game is played. You know how this game is played. You've given us two statements. One's true, one's false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the lie. If you stump me, you'll win this.
I have a question. I thought he was supposed to find out which is true.
Yeah.
You just said you have to find out which one is the lie.
Well, by finding out which one's true, I know which one's the lie.
Just reminding you of what you're looking for here.
All right, here we go. Here are Victoria's two statements. I have been interviewed on the radio, or I am a longshore woman.
Oh, that means she has a lot of pubic hair. A longshore woman. That's what that means up there in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah. I'm gonna say first impression guess, and you could play along and put in the comment section. I don't even know what the hell that is, to be honest with you. I'm gonna say the truth is that you have been interviewed on the radio. You could be interviewed on the radio about a lot of stuff. Probably in a small town you're in, you could easily be on the radio and be interviewed for something you're promoting or something.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
All right,
That's
here
the
we
truth.
go. Longshore woman. You, Vancouver, Washington. That's on the Columbia River, yeah?
Yes.
It is, isn't it? It's a big waterway, isn't it?
Yes.
So do you pull things off of the ships?
Yes.
What kind of stuff?
Merchandise, slabs, coal, anything that comes through.
Any logs?
Yes.
What
And
kind?
evergreen logs.
Okay, you seem really nervous. You seem really nervous. What did you get interviewed on the radio for?
I was on another game show on another network, and I won the trip to Belize.
You did, didn't you? Ooh. Yeah. What was the question? How'd you win it?
This is how she should have answered the question.
Another game show on another.
Okay, you seem really nervous. You seem really nervous. What did you get interviewed on the radio for?
About my evergreen log job.
network, and I won the trip to Belize.
You did, didn't you? Yeah. What was the question? How'd you win it?
I was Let's Make a Deal.
Well, already, let me tell you, because I understand the psychology of our audience. They feel like you've already won a trip and you don't even belong here.
This one's easy.
I just understand psychologically how this audience thinks.
So this is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking that to be interviewed on the radio, if you call into the radio and you're a contestant, not so hard to believe. I don't know, and I'm probably no. I think I do know that there are women that have that job, but I think that I would think that that's kind of hard to believe. So what I'm thinking is,
Oh boy, here's the part where he confuses himself.
I'm thinking because you live on that river and it's a major waterway.
You
a lot
are
of
a
stuff
longshore.
moving through there. A lot of stuff.
A lot of merch.
A lot of merch. I believe, Victoria, that you are a longshore woman.
And that's what she wants you to think. Your whole sexist shit didn't even work. You thought the reverse psychology thinking, you think that because you're a woman, you're not supposed to have that job. So I'll think, well, that's the lie because she's a woman, right? So obviously, then that's the truth. No. See, you're living in the fucking 80s, my friend. What you're supposed to think is that, well, you're supposed to think that since she's a longshore woman, that's obviously the truth because she lives in Vancouver. And that's the lie. You're wrong. The truth is that she has been interviewed on the radio, coincidentally enough, about her longshore woman job unloading evergreen timber.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of merch.
A lot of merch.
All the
I
merch.
believe, Victoria, that you are a longshore woman.
Yes, I won the t-shirt.
Told you, you stupid motherfucker. This is all a joke and a monologue for a comedy audition routine for I'm auditioning for.
Wait, I'm so confused. Did she win?
Yes. Victoria.
Actually, here's the story. My husband is the longshoreman. He just retired on April Fool's Day of this year.
Oh, well, congratulations. You know what? You broke the streak this month. I haven't lost
Yeah,
at all.
that's right. You were due for a loss.
And you almost won this.
Victoria, more importantly, you have won space, occupying Mark's mind rent-free. For the rest of today, he will be talking about you, Victoria.
I'm gonna have some of my friends from Vancouver, BC, come down and see you. All right, congratulations. You won the mug and the t-shirt. Now let's see if you can win a great trip. It's time for Pack Your Bags Travel Trivia.
That's Annette Barajas from Torrance, California.
Annette was very happy that I lost.
Yes, Annette was thrilled you lost.
Annette was thrilled that I lost.
She was anti-you.
Now I'm going to dance like Annette, and you tell me how similar we are. All right. This is dedicated to you, Annette, and to you, the longshore man's wife.
You, Victoria.
I told you that misogynist attitude wasn't going to work for him.
Vancouver, BC.
Misogynistic idiot. Hashtag Mark
Congratulations,
Consuelos.
you won the mug and the t-shirt. Now let's see if you can win a great trip. It's time for Pack Your Bags Travel Trivia.
And now you can compare my dancing to this woman, Elaine, Edna, forget her name already. How do I forget my wife's name? She's my wife. Oh. Don't forget your wife's name and my I put you in the hen house, which is better than the dog house, because at least in the hen house, you eat fresh eggs that don't smell like shit.
You won the mug and the t-shirt. Now let's see if you can
Dog
win a
shit,
great
not human
trip.
feces.
It's time.
This is a monologue. This is all comedy, fictional.
That's Annette Barajas from
Annette.
Torrance, California.
Annette was cheering for God. Annette's trapped in the 70s.
Annette was very happy that I lost.
Yes, Annette was thrilled you lost.
Annette was thrilled that I lost.
She was anti-you. All right, Dacia, spin that wheel to see what else Victoria's playing for. Ooh, a trip for two to the Hyatt Regency Grand Reserve in Puerto Rico. 7 days, 6 nights, in an ocean blue room. Listen to this, y'all. It includes three meals daily. That's all the meals.
All the meals.
Surprise valued at $10,600. You have 20 seconds and only one guest, Victoria. Good luck.
All right, Victoria, here we go. On yesterday's show, what color noise did Kelly say our dog Lena likes best?
The brown noise, like shit.
Yes.
Like poo-poo.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Hyatt Regency Grand Reserve, Puerto Rico. Located on a protected nature reserve with a calm stretch of beach and lush gardens. This tropical resort features luxury accommodations, Puerto Rico's largest lagoon-style swimming pool, 2 championship golf courses, a variety of food and beverage outlets, and so much more. Your prize is valued at approximately $10,600.
You gotta move it. You gotta move it.
Triple winner, Victoria. Mom's going to be talking about it all day. Congratulations. Now you get to make the lucky day of a member of our studio audience who will win a Roomba vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 149.
Well, since my husband retired on
41.
4-1, I'm going to go with 41.
I guessed it. 41.
All right. Congrats. She's like, yay, no vacuuming. Congrats again, Victoria. Thanks for playing with us. When we return, Chrissy Metz is here.
Still alive in honor of World Mental Health Day. We'll talk about mental health and having happier relationships.
Okay.
And coming up next, Chrissy Metz.
I'm confused. I can't tell if that is Lola or if that's a girl that looks like their daughter Lola, so they were just picking on her, or if that literally is a girl that is Lola's friend named Lola that looks like them. Because there's no way that she would have a friend that looks like her, and then her name is also Lola. So either that's their daughter and they're messing with her, and at the end they say, look, that's not her, or that is just a girl that is a stranger that looks like their daughter and they're picking on her. Let me see. Did Chrissy walk out, or did they come in from commercial with her already sitting down? Put it in the comments what you think. I bet she's already sitting down.
Trust ABC and consider it done.
Look, they even had to bust out the couch for her because she won't fit on a regular chair.
She's an Emmy. Let me get my fake cigarette for this. She's an Emmy and a 2-time Golden Globe nominee.
Yeah, she didn't win though.
Best-selling author.
And the Emmy nomination
singer,
is
a
because
songwriter, and her
of
new
this show.
children's album. Prayed for
The
This
show
Day
was
is out now.
nominated.
Please welcome Chrissy Metz.
Why didn't you say she was a SAG winner for Best Ensemble Cast?
I've loved you guys for so long. It's so cute to see you together on the show.
You are the best.
Yeah.
Tell me about performing at the Grand Ole Opry.
Well, I've done it several times now, which is like always such an honor and so iconic, and it's very scary.
Okay, so
Let me just be very clear. Yeah.
So you get stage fright.
Yes. Do you ever?
How does it manifest? What do you feel?
My heart is just beating out of my chest.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm like, okay. like all I have to do is sing the song, but then I'm like, oh my goodness, what if I forget the words, or what if I miss my cue, or whatever.
Do you shake?
No, it's just like my heart races and I can't like catch my breath, and then I'm like, okay, Chrissy, calm down. So I have to like meditate. That helps.
It actually makes me feel better because a lot of people come here and I always ask them because I have such stage fright.
Yeah.
And so when I see people like so at ease performing, I always ask, do you have stage fright? And a lot of them say they do not.
I know. Wish what?
Yeah, exactly. Are you even a person?
Right.
Right.
And maybe they aren't.
Maybe.
And lucky them.
Right.
I guess.
Right.
But
I get scared.
So compare performing at the Grand Ole Opry to performing at the Academy Awards.
Okay, first of all, what? It's so like crazy to hear anybody say that. Well, here's the thing. So like as actors that don't sing, I'm like, okay, so they're not judging me as much as the incredible musicians in Nashville because I'm like, they know what their stuff.
Right.
But when it's Joaquin Phoenix looking at you,
Yeah.
who I've had a crush on since Space Camp.
Right. So, okay. So Joaquin Phoenix looks at you.
You made eye contact?
I think so.
Yeah. And so what
It felt like it. It felt like it. And I was like, okay, Chrissy, just sing this song.
And that's a stiff crowd. They're not really there to have a good time.
Well, I also think they're thinking about like, am I going to win the award? My
Right.
team wants me to win the award.
Right.
Like, what is my speech going to be like? I don't think they're thinking about me.
But they're not even in there. They're like
music, schmusic.
stay humble,
Right.
stay humble no matter what.
Yeah.
Right.
So I try to sort of reconcile that with like they're not even hearing you.
Yeah.
They don't even know if you're singing a song.
You were a preschool teacher?
I was.
When you were starting up?
Yeah. From like 18 to like 21 years old.
You do realize, right? So all of my kids like can recall with great affection and affinity their preschool teachers.
Aww.
They're like the most important foundational person besides the parents in a kid's life.
Yeah,
I
think so.
Do you ever hear like are your students grown-ups
now? They're like 18, 19, 20 years old, which is crazy to think about.
Right.
Since I'm only 21 or whatever.
Right, exactly.
It's weird. We were in class together. No. Yeah, they've reached out like on Facebook or social media and they're like, oh my gosh, Miss Chrissy, like I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, who is this? Who is this girl?
Because it's hard to imagine like a toddler suddenly like
a non-toddler
going through puberty.
Yeah,
like they've gone through puberty.
There was a sweet little boy named Reed who had like this fiery red hair, and he always wanted to listen to the Chicks. Like "Cowboy Take Me Away" was his nap time song, and now he's like this big burly football player. And I'm like, but now the secret's out. Sorry, Reed.
Right. Sorry.
It's really cute.
Does he still have the red hair?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, he's so adorable. But I just look at him as a 4-year-old.
Kids at that age, like they say like the craziest things.
Oh, there's a lot of things I can't say.
Yeah, of course.
But one little girl, I said, does anybody have a new song to sing at circle time? And she's like, I do. He thinks my tractor's sexy. And I'm like, maybe not Kenny Chesney at circle time. Love you, Kenny, but not appropriate for 4-year-olds.
Right.
Yeah. Very funny.
I didn't know. Jan told me that you also were an agent once. You worked
for 9 years.
No, I did not know
I lived many lives, y'all.
So you know when your agent's telling you stuff, you know when they're agenting you.
Yeah, I'm like, don't try it. And I can read the contracts, and I'm like, I don't know about this exclusivity and this clause and this and that. And so it's very helpful to learn sort of behind the desk and also say like, and I get the business. Like I understand sort of in a different way than I think a lot of actors do, but it was not easy. Yeah. It was like watching your boyfriend take another woman out every day.
Yeah, it's true.
You're like, this is fun.
Hey, listen, we need to take a little break. When we come back, more with Chrissy.
Still ahead on Live. We'll talk with Dr. Gail Saltz about how your mental health can help you have happier, healthier relationships.
Every day, more dog people and more.
Grammy.
Oh, you performed at the Grammys. Is that what we're going to talk about? Yeah, another push because the Grammys were on NBC. Another push by producers to try to give her let her cut the line, get a little privileged treatment. She didn't deserve to play on the Grammys. She wasn't good. She's not good. She's not a good singer. She's a great karaoke singer, terrible recording artist.
If you believe that you can,
This is so terrible.
then you can. If you believe,
What the hell is this?
if you believe that you can,
You're just repeating the the same shit. Oh my God, dude, you're singing a song that kindergartners sing with their teacher. And it's a karaoke version of kindergarten lyrics. This is so terrible. Oh my God, everyone feels sorry for her too. They probably feel bad. Like if they don't clap for her, everyone's gonna call them like insensitive to like plus size models or whatever the hell she's probably calling herself. Just say you're not a great singer. And you don't deserve this platform because you. Then you can. Oh my God! If you believe that you can, then you can. If you believe you can do anything.
Chrissy's new album, Crave for This Day. That was great. Tell us about it.
Well, okay, so that song in particular, it's called Learning to Be Brave. And it's so interesting because we wrote a children's album for children, but so many adults reach out and they're like, I'm still learning to be brave. I'm like, me too.
Right,
Me
of course.
too.
Oh, so they relate.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
I
It's so
love
interesting.
that
I don't know
song.
if you noticed this, but I guess you're like that with your acting.
Yes,
too.
I don't want to see any of it.
So
Yeah.
there are certain performers that come here that will, when a clip of them is shown, it's like, here, Kelly, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm like,
because
run away. I want to run away.
Look at myself.
I tried to distract the people I'm with so they don't have to watch it.
No, that's what I did with the others. I couldn't reach over to you.
Yeah.
Don't look. But
But
it is,
you're like eligible for a Grammy for this project.
you know, if it
That's
should
like a
happen,
big
yeah.
deal.
Oh, it's beyond. Like, music is my first love. And so
know.
to like
Too bad
put
you're
in,
not
of
good
course,
at it.
teaching with obviously children and preschool and then writing a children's book that did so well. And also it just means so much because I'm learning so much about my inner child.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I had no idea this was going to happen.
But it's funny when you write something that way and then you were like, oh, wait a minute, this resonated in a way that it's now like this could be a contender at the Grammys. Like that's a big, and I'm
What?
sure that's not why you
No,
did
of course not.
it.
Yeah.
You know, but that's exactly why I would have. That's not why.
She's fibbing.
That's not
So that started with you writing a lullaby. Yes.
So we wrote the book, When I Talk to God, I Talk About You. And then my manager was like, oh, maybe we should write like a lullaby song. And then Bradley and I, and then Phil Barton, and then Liz Rose got together. We wrote 10 songs in literally 4 days. We did the whole album in less than 30 days, which is like insanity.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking, but it's just, I'm very proud of it. So.
Well, we're so happy for you.
Thank
You
you.
deserve all the
Thank you.
best.
Meeting
You
you.
too.
Chrissy's album, Pray for This Day, is available right now. Go ahead and get it. Yep. Next time, maintain a healthy relationship. And stick around for that information.
Tomorrow at Live, Lisa Edelstein.
So to like put in, of course, teaching with obviously children and preschool and then writing a children's book that did so well. And also it just means so much because I'm learning so much about my inner child.
Yeah.
I'm like,
contender at the Grammys. Like that's a big, and I'm
What?
sure that's not why you
no,
did it.
of course not. Yeah.
You know, but that's exactly why I would have. That's not why
She's
you
fibbing.
That's not
So that started with you writing a lullaby. Yes.
So we wrote the book, When I Talk to God, I Talk About You. And then my manager was like, oh, maybe we should write like a lullaby song. And then Bradley and I, and then Phil Barton, and then Liz Rose got together. We wrote 10 songs in literally 4 days. We did the whole album in less than 30 days, which is like insanity.
What you're not saying is that it's not that hard to write stuff for kids. You just focus on
What do you mean?
ABCs, the stars, animals, the cow goes moo, something like that. Everything's like, oh, believe in yourself, love each other, be friends, best friends, be your best friends. We met at the park, we went on the swing. Like, come on, it's not that hard. And then you got 3 people. I could have wrote 10 songs with 3 people in 2 days. I feel like I'm playing Name That too. I just can. I really can. I really can.
Making breakthroughs, pioneering treatments worldwide, pushing the limits of what's possible. And now we're closer than ever for patients in Northern Illinois. Call now.
Hey, welcome back. Today is World Mental Health Day. We're here to discuss how we can all maintain healthy relationships. Please welcome back Dr. Gail Saltz.
Dr. Gail, most important guest we ever have on this show.
Yes.
Why is World Mental Health Day important? Huge numbers of us are stressed. We're looking at the news. We're thinking of our finances. We're struggling with a lot. This is a great day to take stock, okay, and think, do I need a little help? All right.
Okay, what's the key to maintaining a healthy relationship?
So one of the most important things in mental health is your relationships. They're the number one source of happiness. Okay. So the most important things are, what is the core of strengthening a relationship to keep it happy? Communication.
Yes.
I want you to face each other, right?
Oh.
Okay. I want you to hold hands.
Okay.
Okay. And look in each other's eyes. Okay. Kelly, tell Mark something really important.
Really important?
Yeah, important to you in any way.
Important to me.
Or not so important. Something.
Something about himself?
Yeah, or yourself.
I am very happy that I get to spend every morning with you.
Okay, Mark.
Yes.
What did you hear Kelly say?
I heard her say that she was very happy that she gets to spend every morning with me.
Is that correct, Kelly?
Correct.
Okay, if it wasn't correct, you would correct it. This is called mirroring. Once a week, sit with your partner, touch each other, look in each other's eyes, say something that matters, and then you say...
I really enjoyed that meatloaf you made a couple of years ago.
Did you hear that correctly?
Yes, she really enjoyed that meatloaf that I botched a couple of years ago.
Excellent. Also, next in important is the issue of trust. Okay? You have to trust each other in a relationship. To build trust, one thing you can do is to build a vision board. What do you care about together in the future? What are your goals and hopes and dreams? They could be financial, they could be career, they could be love goals. And you can change what you see as your visions together. Do you want to get another puppy? Do you want to work out more? Do you want to...
Notice how that's a top priority over here. Did Mark make this?
Actually, I made this.
You made
I made this for you.
You know,
But you could
we
make it
would
for
do
yourself.
this. We never did this.
We
but
don't put it on a board, but we daydream together a lot.
We would think about things we're
So
looking
that is
to.
important. You can concretize it, but you don't have to.
This is really
that
great.
does build intimacy. Okay,
yes,
great.
speaking of
Let's come
intimacy.
over here.
Yes.
Okay.
What's
Let's
under
talk
here?
about intimacy. Very important in a relationship. How do you build intimacy between you two? Well, one thing to do is to really focus on the beginning of the relationship. And the reason I say that is a lot of couples come to me and they say, I love them, but I'm not really in love with them. And that's a problem. So how do you stay in love? Well, you fell in love. So really recounting the beginning of your relationship. But when you tell the story to each other, you want to tell the story of the first date, or the first moment you saw each other, or the beginning when you eloped together. But tell the story to each other, and sit down and go, this is how you look to me. This is how you smell
She has
to me.
photos like this all over the house.
Yeah, I do. I do. Oddly, I have this wedding photo in.
So you can look at your wedding album, you can look at your early dating days, but the point is tell the story and get immersed in the story to each other, because it will bring up those loving feelings that you had at that time. I'm so in love with you. I remember why, even though you drove me nuts last night, I remember why we were really crazy.
Listen, we're gonna come back with more about the Gail Saltz and healthy relationships when we come back. Stick around.
If you would like to know more about anything you see on Live, just log on to our website at Live with.
What I would like to ask is, so how do you handle a situation when you ended up marrying someone that you weren't in love with, but you just said yes to the proposal because you felt that you were obligated to, and you kind of realized that you're
T-Data
not
and
in love
Walmart
with
Plus.
them, right? And you weren't really in love with them, but you thought you might fall in love with them, and now years have gone by, and you realize that you're not in love with them. You probably never will fall in love with them, but you love them. And you realize you never loved them. You just said yes out of peer pressure, and now you're in a relationship that with someone you don't love, but they're a nice person, and you don't want to get out of the marriage because of the lifestyle that you've been provided. Like maybe the husband that you have that you kind of never really loved and you don't love, or you're not really like head over heels in love with. But he's very wealthy and you want to stay with him. How do you handle that to keep your sanity? Because you're going to be basically like, do you cheat on him, or do you just satisfy yourself with toys?
And a Paramount Plus subscription included, so you can stream me. Walmart Plus even saves you money on gas. We can go on a family trip. Vegas, Vegas.
Only Straight Talk Wireless gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus on select plans for free. Available at Walmart.
Later this morning on The View, the topics are hot and the ladies are unfiltered.
I said that. You said that.
And it's a family affair with Bob Odenkirk and his daughter Erin on America's most watched daytime talk show, ABC's The View.
On the next Tamron Hall, fitness superstar Alex Toussaint reveals how doing this one thing can change your life. And we know this children's TV legend as Maria from Sesame Street. Sonia Manzano next Tamron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC.
Nope, they're going to go right back after this, aren't they? Baby, it's cold outside and I don't want to let you believe. Boom, boom. Is anyone out there? Because it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Dr. Gail Saltz, we're talking about healthy relationships. Now, you've got this division of labor chart. It's important because studies show that if you don't feel fair in your division of labor, you don't have sex, you fight, and you're not happy.
Okay.
So doing this will give you the sex and the happy. The point is, it's not 50-50. It's what feels fair.
Right.
So create what feels. Maybe one of you like to do something more than the other. That's fine.
Right. Like I like vacuuming, so I could handle all the vacuuming in the house. Like if I do all the cooking and all the vacuuming, you shouldn't be asking me to help you clean the bathrooms.
The point is, it's not...
Well, I mean, if I ended up getting married or having a long-term partnership with a girl that didn't like to cook or just flat out wasn't good at it, then I would be cooking all the time and probably, unless we ordered out. I don't know. I think I always grew up thinking I would have like Friday night would be pizza day or something like that. You know what I mean? And like Sunday night would be Chinese takeout. But realistically, if I'm either not in the mood to cook, I'll order something. Or if I'm really in the mood for something from takeout, I'll order it. But I think I had cousins that like had a pizza night. I think like it was like Sunday was always pizza night. It was like a lazy Sunday. Maybe the parents went out and drank on Saturday, so they were hungover. So they told the kids, "Hey, it's Sunday pizza, like as a reward." But really, it was just like, "Look, it's lazy Sunday. We don't want to cook. We're hungover from Saturday." Making dinner, laundry, vacuum, dust clean, toilets, tubs. See, I don't mind doing the toilets if you do the tub, and I don't mind making dinner. So I'll do toilets, tubs, and making dinner. And I don't mind doing vacuuming only if it's 2 days a week. But here's the thing. If vacuuming means I got to move a lot of furniture and like lift couches and move couches and stuff, then that's crazy. But if it's just a matter of just going through, I don't know. If vacuuming isn't that hard, making dinner, vacuum, and toilets is what I'll do. But if vacuuming is a pain because of all the furniture you have to move and then move back, then toilets, tubs, and making dinner. You do everything. You do the laundry. Fuck laundry. Laundry sucks my balls.
Will give you the sex and the happy. The point is, it's not 50-50. It's what feels fair.
Right.
So create what feels. Maybe one of you like to do something more than the other. That's fine. Something that feels fair.
Great. Okay.
Perfect. Next, let's talk about mutual respect. Another important part of a relationship. Yes. So face each other again.
Okay.
You're going to spend a day doing, what are you good at? What's something you're really good at?
What am I good at?
Organizing. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pick something different. Like what sport?
Oh, what am I good at?
What are you good at?
I don't know.
You're good at all
soccer.
Soccer.
Okay.
We're gonna have a day where he gets to go out and kick a soccer ball around, and you are applauding. The point is, everybody's good at something. You have to pick something you can respect and see and watch, and the other person spends the day going, "Yay! I am impressed.
So
I admire you."
like how we live already.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep doing how we're doing.
Lastly, you know when you do an adventure, something new
Love.
and exciting.
Yes.
It creates arousal in your brain. That arousal can turn to each other. Just like on dating shows when they make you bungee jump or helicopter leap.
You
The
bond.
point is you bond over the arousal. So pick a fun adventure. It should be new. It should be exciting, maybe a little dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this.
Climbing
Everest for you. Yes. Going. Don't get eaten by a lion,
No.
but maybe you could be eaten by a lion.
Yes.
That excitement, that danger, that will create arousal between the two of you and strengthen the bond.
I love it.
Dr. Gail, you are the best.
And go to KittyMark.com for all these great tips and more. And coming up next, we're going to open up that inbox. Stick around.
Tomorrow on Live, we'll cook with Jesse James Decker.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. With Tremfya, most people saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months, and the majority stayed clearer at 5 years.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them.
All right.
Now with Motown.
So hot! I am melting!
Dancing with the Stars live tonight on ABC and Disney Plus.
Welcome back to the inbox.
I love this sofa, and
Me
I
too.
don't want to let it go.
It's really
There, I
nice.
said it. Hey, how about this? This is a great picture here. Stacy Swan from Durham, Maine says, fall leaves in Maine. I don't know if you can see. There's a couple of people in there. So cute.
One way, this is from Barbara from Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. She said, one way to predict how much snow we will get this winter is to look at the squirrel's tail. The fuller the tail is, the more snow we will get.
What? Is that true? Alice Jenner Crest from Alexandria, Virginia says, lottery, listen to this, everyone. If you take the annuity payments, they are generally passed to a winner's heirs if they die. In case the winner dies, the remaining assets are distributed to a living beneficiary or to the estate where the money can be dispersed. See, that makes me nervous. Like if I win the lottery, then there's a sudden need for me to die so that,
To pass on to the heirs.
You're gonna be on episode of Dateline.
Don't like that one.
This is from Rhonda from Rives Junction, Michigan. The best color tour is Michigan. You drive up near Petoskey and drive through the tunnel of trees. It's gorgeous. That sounds great.
Let's go to the tunnel of trees.
Ooh.
Melissa Fogel from Stowe, Vermont says foliage in Mount Mansfield and Stowe. Very beautiful. It looks like it's peaking there.
Pam Dixon
Who
from
would have thought that in 30 years you guys went from wanting to go to Vegas to get drunk and have sex with champagne all over your naked bodies to let's go driving under some trees. And sorry, I meant 2020. You'd become the subject of a 2020. The murder of Kelly Ripa for her money. It was Lola and her avatar from England.
Mansfield and Stowe. Very beautiful. It looks like it's peaking there.
Pam Dixon from Sarnia, Ontario. My teenage daughters tried to cover up a party they had when I wasn't home. They tried to light a fire in the backyard, but spilled gas on the lawn. On the way to the fire pit, the grass was burned, so they cut the grass, then sprayed it green. They were caught and grounded since my partner at the time was a firefighter. Also, they never cut grass, which was our first clue. Good job.
Very good. Okay, we'll be right back. Stick around.
If you love watching our show from home, now's your chance to see it live and in person. You can check out all the stars.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Be part of the show. And maybe even win a prize. It's exclusive. Don't miss out on all the fun. Visit our website and get your tickets for Live with Kelly and Mark now.
Now streaming.
Is it Blue Beetle? I want to know what was streaming. Is it Blue Beetle? It's Blue Beetle. Oh, low key. DLK, down low key.
As green as summer.
Cunol, the brand I trust.
I mean,
It's still pretty green.
that's Central Park, and we can all agree that's as green as summertime. All right, see you tomorrow, everybody, with Lisa Edelstein and Jesse J.
Save big money.
Coming up, live on The View. Gaza under siege. Israel escalates its war on Hamas as the terrorist group digs in with deadly threats against hostages. ABC News chief national correspondent Matt Gutman is live from the war zone with the latest and sharing how his team was almost caught in the line of fire.
Well, make sure he doesn't get a panic
Former
attack.
advisor to Vice President Mike Pence, Olivia Troy, is giving her view of how Donald Trump's continuing dominance over the party will impact the playing field of GOP presidential nominees and the Republican rift over replacing out.
Well, that was interesting. God bless all the brave souls.
Ace.
Like that.
Wow.
That's good.
Half over, half back.
Yeah.
So you're only taking
You
a paddle.
paralyze yourself, it's going to be a lot tougher to live on the edge.
Taking up a lot more space.
No, they have wheel locks.
Speaking of doctors, yesterday's conversation with Aaron Rodgers certainly garnered some headlines.
Really?
A lot of people wanted to talk about a lot of things. He complimented Jordan Love, obviously.
Yeah,
He talked about the Packers. He talked about Hackett getting revenge on Sean Payton, how happy he was for that. He set up a debate.
Yeah.
Set up a debate. But what nobody's talking about is no F-bombs.
No F-bombs.
Right?
None.
That's progress.
That's right.
I don't think anybody has mentioned that. And I think that's rude, AJ, because if you remember the Wall Street Journal, the only thing they wrote about was all the F-bombs, F-bombs, F-bombs. Aaron didn't say one F-bomb last night or yesterday on this show.
Because
and
he's
it was not
sad, because
discussed
his
at all.
leg is broken.
Other than that, AJ, how do you think yesterday's conversation went with the obvious ripple effects afterwards?
I think it went as well as Aaron would have liked it to go. I think he sets up things for the future that he possibly would entertain him, I guess, and try to instruct people on whatever his beliefs are. But yeah, I mean, Aaron likes to give his opinion. Obviously, he feels comfortable in here. So I like that. I appreciate that he feels comfortable.
Just so everybody knows, we understand how dumb it all is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yesterday, my name was mentioned alongside Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And Tony Fauci.
That's right.
Numerous times in a lot of different, like high classy, hoit-toit newspaper, magazine, blog things. I don't think this is a real world that we're living in, but I'm sure happy that Aaron Rodgers came in saying, I got an idea. I propose a vaccine debate in 2023. This stopped for a couple years, but then when he already had teams already made.
Yeah,
and now people are trying to get this into a six-man. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh, yeah.
There's people that are trying to make this a six-man. Well, I mean, Dr. Joe Rogan, obviously, everybody's saying he needs to get involved. And on the other side, what did Aaron call them? Pharmacrats, I believe is what he called them. You can find any other pharma. There's a lot of them. That wanted to sign up. I seen them all in my mentions. Everybody was willing to step in because they all knew a lot of things. And virologists, I believe, were involved in the whole thing. What a wild Tuesday. It felt like we're back in 2020 again.
It did.
It felt like we're right back in the middle of it.
Also, Rand Paul shot his hand up, said, hey, I'd love to get in on this. Okay, don't leave me out of this. I want in as well. So, oh, yeah.
This thing's going to end up being a 5-on-5, one of those Russian mixed martial arts where they're running at each other, doing the whole thing. And, our name's going to be associated with that. So I would like to let the world know, we're not the right place for that.
AJ was trending after it.
AJ Hawkwood?
Yeah. A lot of people were just saying, like, who is it?
AJ McCarron. No, AJ McCarron. No, AJ McCarron.
This shovel-looking human being who just sits here.
You are too.
Yeah, Uatu, the Watcher.
Uatu, the Watcher. One of the greatest descriptors I have ever heard of AJ. But our reactions,
all right,
whenever Aaron's doing.
That's enough of that crap. Little bonus footage for you. October 10th, 2023, season 2, episode 26. Boom. Chrissy Metz. You got enough money. Go to Vancouver, Washington. Chill with the timber. Stop trying to sell everyone on the fact that you're like very talented. You're mediocre talented. I understand. Be a writer. Fine. Make the money. I get it. But don't sit here and try to keep pushing that. I'm going to be like the next Dolly Parton. You're not a singer. You're not an actress, at least not a good one. But you don't have to be good to be successful. So kudos to that. But besides that, rest in peace to you and your family. Or not you. In the future. Look, if you're watching this in the future, when this is present is your past, if she happens to be passed away, then that's what I meant. And to everyone that suffers from war, let's have more peace and love. God bless you all. I'm Phil de Blanc. Et c'est la vie pour le salut. Et je remets les leçons de bon Olympique Paris. All right? Asewa, mademoiselle. Bonjour. Mademoiselle. Merci beaucoup. La forte.